podcast.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
The next chapter of Michigan football is here.
And he's in the clear, going the other direction. No doubt about it. Outside the numbers to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Michigan heads to Lincoln on Saturday for the Big Ten opener against Nebraska. Kickoff is at 3:30 on your home for Wolverines football.
Sponsored locally by Taz Electronics and Daddy's Cafe in Rossford. You can hear the action all season long on our sister station, 98.3 Nash Icon.
This is Toledo's home for hoops. ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. His Store and More, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus Media station.
This is the Ryan Day Show, brought to you statewide by Safelite Auto Glass. Coach, 24 unanswered points. What does a win like this against Ohio say about how your team can respond?
Yeah, no, I think, nobody panics in a game where, the way we were moving the ball early, we were expecting to score more points. And it's easy to start panicking. We didn't. We hung in there and, played much better down the stretch.
The touchdown to Jeremiah Smith certainly shifted the game a bit, but how did it shift the energy on the sideline?
When you hit a big shot like that, the whole stadium kind of got back into it. You could feel the energy. It kind of started with Brandon Ennis on a really good return, and then we spit the ball out in the perimeter. Both Jeremiah and Brandon did a nice job on that. Got us to midfield, set up the shot, and then came back and hit another one to Carnell. So, we can be explosive like that. It certainly makes a big difference. And a lot of yards to be had tonight, and we certainly want to have more points, though.
We'll have a final comment after this.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at safelite.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Buckeye fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
At Ohio State, we are the never afraid to innovate teams and the improve people's lives teams. Together, we are the Ohio State University.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Coach, how did Bo Jackson ignite this offense?
Yeah, Bo has big playability, and he just hasn't had a lot of experience. And James, hasn't run the ball a ton either. And I thought CJ, did have some good runs. So we're still a work in progress. In that area, with some guys who have some inexperience, but I think. As we started to film more and more, we realized there was some good things there and things we got to get better at.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
It's that time of year for Whitmer football on Q105. Listen to your Whitmer Panthers on Q105 every Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Also, listen to the NLL Weekly Podcast on all things Whitmer football. Available on all streaming services. Go Panthers.
What does it mean to live here, serve here in the Ohio Army National Guard?
It means I can attend college full-time and not have to take out student loans to pay for my tuition.
It means I can work my civilian job during the week and support my state and nation in times of need.
You too can live here, serve here as a member of the Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service with full-time benefits at nationalguard.com/OH. Sponsored by the Ohio Army National Guard in coordination with the Ohio Association of Broadcasters and this station.
The need for aerospace technicians is on the rise. If you're looking for an exciting technical career that can offer exceptional wages and job security at a fraction of the cost of a 4-year college program, then consider the Federal Aerospace Institute, an FAA-certified aircraft maintenance
Technician School, located at the Eugene F. Grant's Toledo Express Airport. FAI will prepare you for a new and rewarding career path in the aerospace industry. In just 12 short months, you can earn your FAA certification as a licensed aircraft maintenance technician that can open the door to thousands of employment opportunities nationwide, and many companies offering immediate employment, sign-on bonuses, travel opportunities, advancements, and more. Ask us about our newly formed partnership with Owens Community College and the cost-effective way to obtain a 2-year Associate of Technical Studies degree. Fall classes are forming now, and class sizes are limited. Finance options are available for students and qualified military veterans. Visit us at federaleaerospaceinstitute.com or give us a call to schedule your no-obligation tour. FAI, where futures take off.
For an array of classic and creative pizzas, visit Pizza Cat, now with 2 locations in Toledo, one on Monroe Street and one on McCord. You can build your pizza as weird as you want it. To place an order and earn perks towards future orders, go to pizzacat.com. Pizza Cat, keep pizza weird.
No cats have ever been harmed in the making of this pizza.
Black and White Sports is now.
Trust and believe. It's something totally different. And stop with the Eminem, because Eminem's not one of the best either. And y'all can stop that.
Dre says he's the best on the mic. That's
Dr. Dre is a Fed, and so is Snoop. We covered this. Everybody fool with Dre and Snoop is dead or was locked up. I don't care what Dr. Dre said.
I'm just reporting.
Dr. Dre was wearing women's shoes before it was fashionable to do it as a guy.
Toledo's sports leader, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
What are you doing here? Business.
I'm the champion of the world, and nothing can be done about that. I can't be beat, and I won't be beat. This time I'm gonna train even harder. There won't be no quick knockdown.
Because the beating that you got from BCSN, I should have killed you, kid. You didn't.
This country wants to keep me down. They don't want a man like me to have the title because I'm not a puppet like that fool up there.
He's just another fighter. No, he ain't just another fighter. This guy is a wrecking machine, and he's hungry. Killers like this guy. He'll knock you into tomorrow.
I am ranked number 1. That means I'm the best. Get out my face. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
Hard words from a hard man.
Nothing is real if you don't believe in who you are. I reject the challenge. There's no challenge.
Don't listen to it. No, do listen to it. When this is over, a lot of folks are going to owe you an engraved apology. What's your prediction for the fight then?
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
Now, how am I going to condense this weekend? I'm not going to put it all in and talk to my friends. How am I going to do it different again? Oh, well, how we going to lose is turn it wins. Well, that's what you tune in for. Yeah, about to let it go at 4. Yep, we walking straight through the door, and it's that sports talk hardcore, huh? I hope your weekend was pleasant. Man, where do I begin? Oh, how do I start? Josh, I'm about to pop like a tart. What's up, JB? How was your weekend, man?
Very nice, very pleasant, and a little bittersweet.
I know. I'm coming there, Josh. I already know you got Tweet Patrol, because I'm on Tweet Patrol, and I don't even really, I got my own issues. Russell Wilson came in and threw for 500. 500. Damn near. I got so many commentaries for all my scary Larrys. What's going on? People, it's a Market Watch Monday. We got the Market Watch is goofy. What's up to all my traveling players? Facebook Live with it. I see you boys. I'm back from vacation. Other man, I'm back from Vegas. I went and did it live. I see you boys. Money, money, money. That's all that is. Quit flexing. My comment, boys, they flexing. Them boys said, we did it live. We came back into the state. We left the we didn't put the TV in your Fire Stick. Thank you, Netflix. But listen, that should be fight time. See, that's what was supposed to happen. Easter family, Bill and Devin Haney, Clarissa Shields, Alicia Baumgardner, Albert Bell, Sonny Fred, and I'll come up with the rest. But it's supposed to have been partnership right there. See, that should be us with the net flicking. But anyway, they did it. Fine, we got it back. HBO, Showtime, boxing back in the building. That's what you saw. You didn't realize it, and it wasn't packaged that way, but that's what you got because everybody had to come to one place to get it. They did it strong. Shout out to you. I see you, K, 70,000. You were part of that, clearly. That was a big, big deal in the grand scheme. Understand that when they say, hey, it's no boxing. Oh, it boxed. And Bud Crawford. Woo! They didn't get me. I didn't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. They didn't get me. I brought it to you. That's Al, Jackie. I should call him back. Now what? Don't say they didn't know. They didn't get me though. I've seen too many times. And what I realized is Bud Crawford embodies. See, I got an inspiration. It embodies my story. Bud Crawford. I am the Bud Crawford of like the media in Toledo. The people who do this and that's in the front with the camera and all. That's me. I'm Bud Crawford. While y'all out here with like Failed Campus, Canelo and Christian and the Lexus Mean and all that. That's what y'all like. Y'all say that's it. Cole and all that. See, I'm Bud Crawford. Let it get to a standoff and see what it's about. But I'm just but that's what it did. I felt that. That's all I felt every bit of what he was trying to say. He was man, listen, it's so many angles because I got to get to the NFL. You know, the NFL is so thick. You know what I'm saying? We got Joe Burrow on it. We're breaking. As soon as we get hype about McCarthy, it's janky. Now all of a sudden Carson Wentz is too much. So hold on. Let me get a grip before I take off because I'll take off at a tangent. Welcome in. Let me get back, run it back. Pleasantries because I'm out of order. Let me reset it. Good day on this Monday. Hi, I'm Andre of The Savages, and this is Black and White Sports. Now, it's going to move fast. So we say it's the fastest $120 in sports. Now, there's 2 hours and 60 minutes in each hour, so we're off into it. Now, what else is important? Well, we're brought to you by my good friends at the Bellamere Suites. Now, there, we encourage you to revisit fun romance. Now, that's hype because we like small business turn big business. And when the Bellamere Suites extends its palette from Perrysburg to Cumming, GA. What's Cumming, GA? Well, you know how Perrysburg is here in Toledo. Cumming, GA is like that in Atlanta. Suburban Atlanta. All right, 866-499-BELLA. Should you be so inclined to want to come and stay and enjoy the lodging there. They're kind. Like allowing us to cut loose. Like I'm going to do today. It's a Marketwatch Monday, 877-909-1007 is how you get in on it. 1007theticket.com. Thank you online. You're listening live, doing it there in case anything flubs up with this doggone stream game. All right, so we appreciate one and all doing it today. But yeah, I gave you a gloss over. Listen, the funk dukery with the Colt game. That is what we're talking about. When we say, get off your ass with the conspirator stuff. You can't be this gullible and stupid. And I never want to say that to you because we're a family audience. I don't want to say this to you. But you can't stay goofy and it is done in your face. Anywhere else in your life, you like to blow the whistle and blow up chicanery that's done in your face. You smack the hell out of your kids and do everything else. Leave your mother at the home for the weekend if they put chicanery in your face, the disdain of the audaciousness of someone thinking they could pull the wool over on you. But yet, you let the NFL come in here every week and smack you in your ear. Hard as hell. You know, when that kind. Your girl is on the side, passenger side, with the Derrick Henry stiff arm. Poof, poof. As you head to Danny's in Rossford. Shout out. So that's the kind of smack in the head you goofballs are getting when you let the Colt thing. The Colts stopped the game and flipped it, fool. And you didn't think about me, did you? You should have. It would have been a little bit weird, though, for some of you fellas. Don't be doing that, thinking about me like during the game. You just in the living room. That should not happen. Spouses and such, you know, we understand. Mentally, you can drift. It's okay. But you should have. As soon as they said, whoa, roll it back. That's not the outcome we put in play on the email. Listen here, Denver, sorry, this isn't your week. We're going to give you one of these back sometime in December. The Colts, we're writing a new story. 877-909-1007. Stop acting like you didn't see that. They flipped it. Josh, you saw that. Did you see that, Josh? The Colt thing?
Yeah, I also heard it on heard the game on the radio here on 100.7 Tickets, part of the 4 o'clock game on Football Sunday. So I was aware of it.
How many ways you gonna go ahead and what my grandfather used to say, you can't just wet in my face and say it's raining. What he said, but I didn't want to say, because if I say, they're gonna say it's crass and the people are gonna write and it's too much.
All I'm just going to say is, I'm just speaking for myself.
Please.
I learned not to, delve too deep into it and just figured it's the way it
It's
is.
easier,
if it's fixed
Josh.
or whatever it is, I just want to,
Josh, not necessarily fixed. It's rigged, Josh. We need things to go a certain angle because financially it benefits this lawless institution that we have called the NFL. Are we clear on that, sir? That's all I'm trying to say. Now, you can take the fixed and rigged thing as far as you like. That's not necessarily as important as it is because they're giving you a chance to get paid. The reason you can't get pissy at the doggone, the rigging and the, what you're looking at, right? Because they give you a chance, silly, to make the money. Get your FanDuel, your ESPN bets, and your sports books and get it going. But we don't recommend that you, again, get involved in gambling. And should you do so, please, we recommend that you do so responsibly. Call 1-800-GAMBLER if you have a gambling problem. The hell is wrong with you people? It's a conspiracy. I don't believe in it. You a silly ass then. Sitting up here watching. Again, you never go to the mother flipping movie and get upset because they said and planned the outcome. They wrote it down beforehand. And we told you about the Chiefs. The whole thing was coming to the Chiefs. Listen, let's ring it. Josh, we had a weekend of college. We're coming back to all of this. Listen, let me bookmark it for you. Don't you go any damn where. I see y'all on Facebook. We cooking. We roll. Listen, okay. First of all, I'm being very rude. The first thing that I should have said 10 minutes ago, you guys have been hearing about the Central Catholic Fighting Irish, and you know they hadn't won until Friday. Now, what we found out is I think I had something to do with the universal landscape. And how I know is because we're going to talk to my man, Coach Dempsey. He's the coach at Central. So all this has been on his shoulders while people been talking crazy for the better part of a month about the Fighting Irish. So I say, well, hell, let me call Coach and ask him since everybody's punk ass don't want to call him and talk now. Because, Channel 13 and BCS, and they want to call him when he hot. Then that's when they like to put him on the camera and say, Coach, let us go ahead and swing on the Bassett boys and let us go ahead and hug and squeeze it. That's what they do, right? We call him when it's dark times, when it's no one wants to ask you, Coach, what's really good? Greg Dempsey at 5, our number 2 at the top. Then, like I said, we're coming back down the line. Mahomes and the Siciliers, Russ and the Cinderella trick and treat, Burrow with the hot toe, the hot Frito, the hot Cheetos, because it's like the Cincinnati Bengals, Josh. You know, like hot Cheetos. It's like hot Cheetos.
Oh, yeah, got
Get the cheat. Okay. Colts game-winning field goal call is that memo from the league on how this game's supposed to end. We're going to do all of that. And McCarthy's out. Wentz is going to play. That's crazy. Marcus Mariota's going to play. That's stupid. And then we come back to Bud Crawford and how we should want to act if we were actually men. But most of us really aren't. Now, are we? But let's go. Let's shift to the man, the actual man, Anthony Butler, the master barber and stylist, Josh. And ladies,
Want to ring the bell? All right. Ding, ding.
On a Marketwatch Monday. Oh, we're going to run down Melly Mel on you. Hey, stepping down door on you. Rock into the library because it's brand new, spent millions on it. Everybody at the library, that is the place to hang and be free. Go to the library, read a book. Then you won't be out here shook. That's my PSA. We like to talk to the kids, too, in case the kids are listening. They usually remember if you do it in a limerick. It makes it stick. Okay, ring the bell. Brought to you by Anthony Butler. He is the master barber and stylist, ladies. 419-407-0880. Walk-ins are welcome. It's a 5-star Google rating. Broken glass everywhere, and he can fix it up if you let him do your hair. Okay, Josh. All right, enough. I'm excited today. I feel like Tourette's.
You should be.
Thank you. Ohio State taking care of OU, but what I told you to do. Now, you're going to act like we're dismissing. This is what I don't like, how Denny Schaefer is off today, and I can't come in and receive the accolade for saying, listen, give me the Bobcats first half money line or spread, whatever it was, and we got that. We got that done. That was just a sidebar. They got smacked up. But notice they didn't get super smacked. 37-9 isn't astronomical, all things considered, ladies and gentlemen. Buckeyes, I'm not impressed, but we understand it's part of the scrimmage schedule.
Yeah, but Julian Salen, I'm just saying, he's looking pretty good. 25 of 32, 347 yards, 3 picks, but he's got to clean up those turnovers. He had 2 picks. But Ohio State only led 13-3 at the half, but then they turned it on the second half like they always do.
Always do.
Took care of business, 3-7-9 against the boys from Athens.
Solid effort, though. Shout out. I think my brother was in the house celebrating a birthday. Shout out to the big dog. Okay. Wolverines. Now, you go off on Central Michigan. We thought this is not necessarily impressive. You're 63-3. Coach not there. We get all of that. Our interim man. Okay. I think this week will be a bit more interesting if I'm not mistaken. Right, Josh?
Yeah,
but go ahead. Tell us that last one. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
Well, they take Nebraska next week. That game you can hear on Nash 98 Icon. As for the Wolverines, Bryce Underwood had a nice bounce back day, 16 of 25, 235 yards, a touchdown, 1 pick. But the running game, Underwood had 114 yards to lead all rushers with 2 touchdowns. And Justice Hayes, 14 carries, 104 yards, 1 touchdown. So Michigan pounded chips into the ground with the running game and everything else, 63-3.
These stats should not even have been noted. And again, if we're going to play against junior varsity high school teams and we'll celebrate this, that's why we're not going to comment on this any further. We'll talk about what's going on next week as they have the spirit of Bud Crawford on their necks in Omaha. Problems. Okay, we will talk about that. Also, what happened here. Rockets, Morgan State, smacked up, and I guess that was a give and accept. My cousin gave me a bad pick here. He had me messing around with doggone Morgan State plus 33.5. Fool, we needed a plus 103.5 for that.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad for Morgan State. They just had no chance.
Being on the schedule.
Yeah, I mean, they kept it interesting in the first, but in the second quarter, that's when everything went to haywire as the Rockets basically had everybody on offense play. Everyone was able to score a touchdown. Gleason, Richter, and Osborne had shots at quarterback. They all did pretty good. Combined for 297 throwing yards.
See, I don't like these games. I know we got to have them, everybody, but this is what we need to eliminate in the college game worldwide. Like, period. Nationwide, we got to get it out, man, because you're risking too much injury. It's wasting everybody's time, and then you punish teams for it when it's time to tally up all the respective voting prowess. Then it's a deterrent for teams. These days, these games. Why play these games? Now, if it's about getting these smaller schools a payday, then set up a different structure for this and do something that could be considered a preseason frame. But this is stop. This is a crime and it's foolishness. And if somebody gets cracked and you lose somebody important messing around with this nonsense, it'll be all you deserve. Trust and believe. Okay, Josh, sorry about that. BG, Coach George, my bad. I knew you was going to do that, Coach George. I knew exactly. That's why I did it. I have this sneaky way of using the subconscious specter of the hate to make it serve us in superior style. Did you, Josh, again, the alliteration, the talent, Josh, sidebar. But again, seriously, Coach George, way to roll up and do what you're doing here. And again, I hope you got mad as hell at me telling you I was picking Liberty. I'm going to pick somebody else next week if your ass keep on winning. If you get upset and good, that's what we need to get. BG, how about that?
Yeah, the defense was very good against the Fighting Jerry Falwells as they forced 4 turnovers and sacked the quarterback 4 times. Very efficient as Pine threw for 146 and a touchdown. And the running game was solid, 158 yards rushing. BG, very important win. Nice tune-up for when the MAC schedule comes up.
And Hollywood, you see what it is, Coach Hollywood. Your homecoming talk, you led us astray. You're not official Falcon. Hating on the homecoming. He's the one that advised us with the bull crap. We don't do it on the homecoming. It's janky. It's playing Liberty. Might as well be a Liberty title. Shout out Amy Jones. All right, let's go, Josh. Wrapping it up. That's that.
Oh, you got your baseball.
Oh, you want to go extensive. Okay, we'll be extensive then. Josh Burnham, find it. MLB. Real quick, one time for your buy on this 9/15 edition. Ring the bell. Detroit 2-0 over Miami at the end of series, by the way, on your Sunday finals, because we in the new series today, MLB. We flipped over the switch, just so you guys know. Okay. Also, Cleveland 3-2 over the Sox that are white, and the A's 7, the Reds 4. MLB slate. We'll come back with that again. Doesn't really matter that much because tonight we're on to new games. Somebody might be playing right now. So we better check that. But let's have a break. When we come back, Market Watch Monday. Oh, it's so much to go off about. I tried to explain. It's going to be a lot of fun watching the Chiefs explain week after week. Why are we going down further and further and further into the soul-selling hell of where we are now? Travis Kelce embodies it. Go back and watch the replays. And it's on him. Oh, the unraveling is going to be bad. Because I like my man. It's Ohio boy. But I hate to see it happen. It's coming. Sit tight.
Join Andre of the Savages, weekdays 4 to 6 on Black and White Sports, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
From the Lynx Concrete Coatings Traffic Center, roadways continue to look great on this Monday afternoon. Little congestion in the Maumee-Perrysburg Bridge area. Otherwise, no problems. That's our right now traffic.
Are you watching a big sporting event with friends, having a party, or are you just too tired to make dinner? Then you need to call Mama Mary's Pizza, home of the famous 28-inch colossal pizza, equal to 4 large pizzas. Mama Mary's Pizza is authentic New York-style thin crust pizza. The thinner the crust, the better the taste. Get great discounts when you order online at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just go to the menu page and click on the deal section. Located in Holland on Airport Highway across from the Big Kroger, Mama Mary's Pizza.
For 20 years, Kissling, Nestico, and Reddick has represented Ohioans in every county across our state. With thousands of reviews, the numbers speak for themselves. This is just the beginning of our story. Hurt in a car? Call KNR.
Weather from the Jim White Toyota Weather Center. Great offers on new 2025 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now.
Terrence Crawford, Omaha, Nebraska, to give us all not just a boxing lesson, but a generational and a cultural, and Lord forbid me having to say, a demonstration on how men, and Mr. Canelo as well, I will throw in here, but as the lead force on said demonstration of what I might consider the literal best display of honor that I can recall in certainly a generation of consuming, observing, and committing myself to the overall endeavor that is sports involvement. When this man, because a lot of you, again, I don't know if you guys get how the culture works and things. You guys see, championship fights, and you see the guy win and lose, and the loser, if they were the champ, have to give up their hardware, in this case, their belts or what have you. And for Terrence Crawford to walk out of the arena, or so it seemed when they left the ring, with that hardware as the victor, and again, of course, Brother Canelo having to hand over what was his possession for such an extended period of time, I would imagine is an emotional part of what none of us could ever really relate to, because if you're not really involved with the sport and certainly have not competed in it at a championship, certainly world-class level, I don't know how to understate. I know all I could do is probably overstate, because we don't have an appreciation for honor itself in our lives, let alone a demonstration of it, and how unfortunate it is that this is not our habit of conduct as combatants, as representatives, as ambassadors, as leaders, as mentors, as men. And Bud Crawford, if you did nothing else in showing us everything you showed us Saturday, if you didn't see it, ladies and gentlemen, post-fight, Bud Crawford went and most important, in front of the man's family, because this is the part, because this man, after a defeat like this and having to sit and absorb the the commentary and the questions and the inquiries from the media and everything else that could be going on, just as a competitor, you've been defeated, all of these other things, the invincibility that you had been led to absorb as an athlete, just all these things going on, and how much you could be scrambled, and having your baby girl on hand, and of course your lovely wife, and all of this, and just as a man, how that probably isn't the best energy for someone to absorb in a moment, and to have the man who has defeated you come into your dressing room, if I understand it correctly, and again reapply all of this man's belts to his person in front of his family, along with the handshake of utmost and ultimate respect as the victor, is what he did. If you all didn't see it, I know it's a few outlets that have mentioned it, but I think it's understressed. And before I break out on this break, and we'll come back one final time in this first hour, get back to some of this NFL, I had to make it relevant today and make sure I didn't let this part go. We'll go to this break on Terrence Crawford, man, explaining the mindset in displaying what a real honorable man looks like and how he conducts himself, let alone how he whoops another man's ass. Terrence Crawford on the way out to this break.
Well, them is his titles. It's all respect. Like I told everybody for a long time. I'm like, man, me and Canelo. I got a ton of respect for Canelo. I'm a fan of Canelo. I've always been a fan of Canelo, and I wanted to be the one that give him back his belts. I don't want my team hand him back his belts. I wanted to be the one that give him back his belts.
When the game ends, the real talk begins. Black and white sports with Andre of the Savages. ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
From the Lynx Concrete Coatings Traffic Center, great afternoon. No problem spots to report. Construction zone slow per usual, but everything looking really good. We'll keep you updated. That's your right now traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
Hi, it's Mookie at Northwood Jewelers. It's about more than just helping you find your perfect diamond. They're also there to help you maintain and take care of your jewelry after the sale. Got a loose diamond? They'll set it. Ring too tight or too loose? They'll size it. Broken chain? They'll fix it. Their expert in-house repair team handles it all, from cleaning and polishing to checking worn down prongs before you lose a stone. Because at Northwood Jewelers, service before, during, and after the sale isn't just a saying, it's a promise.
Afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/music. That's ethos.com/music.
This hour is brought to you by Dunn Chevy. Not everyone knows, but Chevy has it all. We have the largest line of SUVs. Our pickups cover all the bases, and the hottest sports car on the planet, the C8 Corvette. Find yours at DunnChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Oh, it looks like it's an anime picture.
Man, that's crazy. So you can talk.
I don't talk.
Or just to certain people.
Only when I'm on the air.
Got you.
Other than that, it's got to be paid for.
Oh, this guy's funny.
Yeah, you said you want the official trailer.
He said he only talked on air. Remember, Eric Chase. That's Eric Chase,
Yes,
everyone.
Eric Chase, yes.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
On 100.7 The Ticket.
Final time, hour number 1. Told you it moves quickly. Fastest $1.20 in sports. 1 hour down, 1 hour to go. We will be flipping the script into the second half of the program. Black and White Sports here on a Marketwatch Monday, people. Lucas County, what's going on? We appreciate you allowing us to be here and do this. We certainly are humbled and grateful. We just don't act like it. I am Andre of the Savages. Josh Burnham is here alongside. His dad is watching. King Ed is here, Josh. Be advised.
Hi, Pop.
I think he might be watching me for your protection, Josh. He has his eye on me. I think you've been telling stories at home. Have you been trying to incriminate me at home, Josh? I've been thinking about this with my own team. I said, you know what? I bet Josh is at home really saying disparaging remarks.
Well, we're just curious. They're just intrigued by the enigma that is you.
Yeah, see? He got his family. Mr. and Mrs. Burnham, let me apologize for myself because your son is misrepresenting me. Please have me over to dinner. Allow me to represent myself properly. Josh says Mrs. Burnham is a wonderful cook, and, it will be delightful dining at its finest. Please. I have to change the perception. I can only imagine what you all are saying at your home. Josh, you set me up, man. I thought you was my boy, man. What is this about?
Like I said, it's just curiosity. It's just, hey. This guy is like not anything we've heard of before, so we might as well check it out.
Right.
They're old school.
I understand. Josh, it's not just your family. Listen, most of the people are saying that. They're like, what in the literal hell is going on? All right, before we get out of here, quick reminder, Coach Dempsey coming up here at the top of the hour. We can't wait to do that. Plus, we got this man stepping all out of practice and stuff, so we don't have time to mess around. Okay, dork around here. You guys have heard it. You knew Central hadn't won until Friday. They won, so actually, I feel like I put the different spin on it and brought the energy because Coach had committed actually to the interview last week. Actually, we tried to get it done Thursday and cross signals and like missed him by about 5 or 10 minutes. And so we couldn't get that off. And then Friday is just a wash. I don't particularly believe in messing with these guys or with these people, these ladies, coaches, what have you, on these game days and things, because I don't want something going awry and then they looking like, well, what did we do that day that was out of sorts? Oh, you know what? We was on there fooling with Sav and this crap, and we shouldn't have been doing that. So we didn't really want to rock and roll with the Friday, let it go off, see where we're at. And as it turned out, we had a more, pleasant and certainly jovial energy to bring to the table today. So, we'll do that and talk to Coach here momentarily about all of it, right? Central Catholic, 1-3, a month into the season. Who in the hell thought that was going to be going on? 877-909-1007. You could not have predicted that. Don't act crazy. All right, last few minutes before we end this hour. Can I NFL a little bit, Josh? Can I do some week twoing? Let's week two it. We'll do the locals. We can do the locals. We could come back, and then after Coach Dempsey on the backside, because we'll need some material, we can do the regular rest of the nation or so forth and so on with the NFL, because I can say my funny material. Oh, boy. I'm trying to hold my Chief comments, man, because I could have done a whole hour on the Chiefs. Trust and believe. It's not hard. It's not hard. You guys, listen, we told you what to do with that. We're coming back to that. We're going to start with our boys locally. Let's stay focused on the task at hand, even though the Chiefs are going to be explaining this for the next several weeks. Because you know what? Imagine the Chiefs being like 0-5. You can't, but you should. Okay, first, let's go. Browns, what did we do? Oh, my goodness. Okay. I was trying to act like there was going to be a chance that, see, what happened last year, people, I hit this bet, right? I picked Cleveland to win this game last year, money line. You can check with Ski. You can check with Andy and these boys. Do whatever you have to do since you want to try to work so hard at calling me a liar. But at the end of the day, it's what happened. But yesterday with this 41-17, that was more commensurate to the norm. And I was a little thrown off thinking somehow that Cleveland was actually better based on week one. And the Ravens were a little bit more goofy because their defense gave up all those points in week one. But then sometimes it just gets down to the damn brass tacks and we can stop overthinking things. And these are two different level teams at the end of the day. Once again, sorry about that if we told anybody to kind of bet with Cleveland, even in the points.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson had a good day, 19 of 29, 225, 4 touchdowns. But Joe Flacco, 25-45, 199 yards, touchdown and interception. And Dylan Gabriel made his NFL debut, 3 of 3, 19 yards and a touchdown. Nice way to start your career. Too bad it was in a losing cause.
Okay, next up. Can somebody get on the phone in Cincinnati and call the Browns and let's make a deal? Can we get Shador in here? Can you get Shador Sanders to get in here ASAP, please? Because Browning, we get ready to just roll with Browning again. We're doing this. Yes, that's what's happening, 513. Oh, Lord, is it happening again? The curse continues. Joe Burrow, so now. We done did a wrist. We done did leg, knees, and all kind of stuff. Now it's a toe. It's turf toe. It's a wrap. If we know this, they're getting the surgery. He's done. If you see him again before December 25th, God's a bald-headed gopher, or so they say. And even then, it still could be a jank-a-lank affair with this doggone toe. This could be moving forward. You remember how Deion Sanders' whole situation ended when we start fooling with toes and carrying on. Oh, Joe Burrow, please, Cincinnati, call Shador immediately and get him off that damn sideline. Joe Burrow's having surgery, everybody. 3, 2, really, 100 weeks is the truth.
Yeah. Hopefully, Jake Browning at the time being will hold down the fort. He was 21-32, did throw 3 interceptions, but 2 touchdowns and led the Bengals to the game-winning drive.
Wait, Josh. Josh, don't say that so lightly and breeze by that. I'm sorry. Could you say that again, please? That there was one of those stats right at the top there.
Yeah, 3 interceptions.
Yeah, don't gloss by that. Hell no, Browning. No. But it is what it is. Here we are. Why is this happening to Joe? Joe Burrow, who then cursed you? Who daughter you then clown with this? Is this happening to your life? You got all this money and can't play. Oh, okay. Lions back at it. And again, like we thought this was getting ready to be competitive. You a silly goofy. I'm down with my cousin who said, damn it, the Bears won't see another slip. Another bet slip won't be seen involving the Bears this year. And the Lions, enough about this damn coach that we supposedly will miss. Dan Campbell said, miss me with that. Oh, Lions went bonkers. I hit 3 people, Josh, in one game on anytime touchdowns. Montgomery, St. Brown, and Gibbs. Not that that's saying rocket science, but 52-21, there were plenty of points to go around.
And if you pick Jared Goff in your fantasy, he delivered 23 of 28, 334 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks.
So now what was that about the Lions again? See, what was that was supposed to happen about the Chiefs have never lost 3 in a row? What was that about we getting ready to get hype and start respecting the Jets? Let's stop that immediately. The Jets killed a 15-team parlay for me, everybody. I will not fool with these bums again. This is what, did you hear what I say? 15 picks, 14 green check marks. Josh, a $3 bet was going to pay $1,200. Did you get that?
Yes, I did.
Well, I didn't because the Jets got me. They had 10.5 points. I gave these bums 10.5 points. I hope they lose every game. Aaron Glenn, I hope you get fired now. That's how I feel. I hope it all crashes and Justin Fields doesn't play another snap either. We will be back. Hour number 2. Let me change my attitude. Coach Dempsey is coming. We will talk to the head man, Central Catholic, Fighting Irish. Dog, why didn't that come out right, Josh? God dog it. Let's come back. Hour number 2 at 5:05 after this NFL update. Pardon me. Monday meeting with Coach. Our first one of 25. Sit tight.
His Store and More, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus Media station.
I'm Chris Rose with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. We start in Kansas City with a Super Bowl 59 rematch, and once again the Eagles came out on top, 20-17 this time. Chiefs fall to 0-2 for the first time in the Mahomes era. The Bengals 2-0 for the first time since 2018 after they escaped with a 31-27 win over the Jags. Jake Browning threw for 241 yards and 2 scores after replacing Joe Burrow, who exited the game in the second quarter with a toe injury that could keep him out several months. In Detroit, the Lions spoiled Ben Johnson's homecoming by making easy work of the Bears, besting Chicago 52-21. Cowboys outlast the Giants 40-37 in overtime. And in the Meadowlands, James Cook racked up 132 yards rushing, found pay dirt twice to help the Bills ground the Jets 30-10. Falcons got their first W of the season, beating the Vikings 22-6. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Sports, raw, recalibrated, unfiltered. You're listening to Black and White Sports with Andre of the Savages.
This is Denny Schaefer. Is your basement starting to feel more like a swimming pool? Is your crawl space damp and musty? Then do what I did. Call Toledo Basement Repair. They're Toledo's experts in waterproofing basements and crawl spaces. They stop leaks, seal cracks, get rid of that stinky air, and keep your home dry, safe, and mold-free for your family's health. They did great for me, and they'll do great for you. Don't wait until it rains. Call Toledo Basement Repair today. 419-504-HOME. Toledo Basement Repair. Keep it dry.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar. Hey. Minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes.
In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Call the number on your screen.
Call 1-800-847-1652. 1-800-847-1652. 1-800-847-1652.
Black and White Sports.
May 23rd, 2025. Seriously, right now, get the money line at this value. I'm telling you like this. I'm getting in, I'm putting this in play. And I'm trying to help right now take Minnesota to win. Tomorrow. And then we will come back game 4 and take OKC. I'm telling you right now. Seriously.
Timberwolves and Thunder.
The game 4 would be Monday. And Tuesday. Monday. Bam. Okay, so there it is. Saturday and Monday.
Black and White Sports. Weekdays from 4 to 6 on 100.7. The Ticket.
The preseason MAC favorite Falcons volleyball team is set to get the home season started under new head coach Alex Del Piombo. The Falcons host the Oakland Grizzlies on Wednesday, September 17th. See the reigning MAC Player of the Year, Lauren Hovey, in our first game back at the Stroh Center. Get your tickets now to see all the high-speed, heart-pounding action. Call 419-372-0000 or visit bgsufalcons.com to buy your tickets today. Forward Falcons, fight for victory.
Get creative at Board and Brush. Make custom wood signs, trays, and more, all with a drink in hand and friends by your side. Visit this station site right now for your Board and Brush sweet deal. Buy $25, get $50 for Board and Brush Creative Studio in Sylvania.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
As we continue here on an exciting Monday, as it turns out, and we continue with the local focus of the program as we bring back for the first time this season the Monday meeting with Coach. And where better to start? Now, this might sound funny to you right now. I don't know how humorous it'll be by the time we finish this, but I'm going to say we start on the top of things, right? Now, you may say, what top are you talking about? Because 1 and 3 doesn't constitute the top and what have you. Well, I say, doggone it, I disagree. As we open up a conversation that I was concerned about asking for, because I said, everybody likes to talk to Coach when it's going great and we winning state titles and winning every doggone week with ease by most accounts. Yeah, Channel 11's calling, 13's on the line, and BCSN is on hold. They want to talk. So I said, let me call Coach Dempsey at 0-3. So who knew, Coach, the remedy was commit to an interview with Andre of the Savages, right? We thought we would do it Friday or Thursday before the game came up this week, but as it were, Coach's commitment to us, come hell or high water, I will talk to you, Dre, on Monday. Let me stay focused on the game plan, and of course, we're going to get out of the way for that. And look at that, Coach, the remedy, you come back. Now we can't talk about this winless talk. That's out the window. I got a whole conversation. See everybody. Thank you, Coach, for being with us.
Oh, thank you for having me. It turns out you're a rabbit's foot, man. You are you're the reason we pulled that off. I'll give you your credit.
Well, thank you, Coach. It's the least I could do. I was getting concerned. I said, hey, wait a minute. We're way out of order here. I'm going to have to intervene and bring the spiritual force that is Black and White Sports, sir. So thank you very much. One and only, everybody. Greg Dempsey is here. And Coach, certainly, like we said, though, a much different energy and attitude today, perhaps in an interview, talking about the season that certainly has obviously not started the way you would have projected. And by most accounts, almost unfathomable by anyone's stretch of imagination that we would be sitting here midway through September talking about the Fighting Irish of Central Catholic, Toledo, Ohio, being 1-3. But Coach, before you respond to this, is it fair to say, because I'm thinking about this as we're gearing up for this today, and I'm like, hold on. So I'm looking at the schedule, and obviously you don't want to give credit. We're not doing a moral victory thing here. You book the opponents and the plans, and so you come and show up for the challenges. And yes, it hadn't gone great, but Coach, a lot of people have argued now, I've been doing my research, that there's some pretty stiff competition here. You've been going back and forth into the 3-1-3, and they've been coming here. We've been doing that. So can you speak to maybe the opponents and maybe some of the unfamiliar nature of that to the public, Coach, and people's misunderstanding of maybe how good or bad that the Fighting Irish, this version may be? Is that safe maybe to tinker into that zone versus maybe what the schedule has been in years past?
Oh, I think it's I think people don't follow high school football to the extent where they know who certain teams are out of the area and whatnot. And you are what your record says you are. That's a Bill Parcells thing, and that's a fact. We had chances to win each of those 3 games, and we have to do the things better that coaches, players, execution, everybody involved that kept us from winning those games. Number 1 team in Ohio Division II, you lose by 3, and you got a chance to score at the end. Heck, you go up and then you play Cass Tech where you have a lead and they're a nationally ranked team and you have a chance to win at the end and come up just short. And then Detroit CC, they scored a late one to make it a different. You had a chance there. I mean, you just have to do the things it takes to win those types of games that you schedule. In terms of the schedule, I've had many people. People were asking me, why did you schedule all these teams? Well, it's twofold. 1, who will play you, and two is when the playoffs expanded to 16 teams. I thought it was the greatest opportunity in the world that we could see scheduling around the state, not just us or locally. Right. When 16 teams make it, you can afford to do some things. And, it used to be the formula to form in a non-league schedule. Get one you're a favorite, get one that could go either way, and get one where you're the underdog. At least that was always my type of thinking that you wanted to do. And you always had a balance home and away. But now when it goes to 16 teams, I'm like, heck, let's go see what we're made of. It's fun to play these types of games.
Right. So really, you're looking at, I want to put my team in compromising positions. I want to find out what my guys are made of, how strong we really are. So in many respects, I could turn the argument and say the man perhaps is actually genius in the energy of taking that risk, if you will. Because like you said, but most coaches, again, this is the time of season where this college football coach would have you high school. Typically, you're not looking to maybe push your team to its brink, if you will. Coaches will maybe suggest this, but a lot of times we're trying to gear ourselves up. We're trying to rev up. We're trying to, if you will, sort of evolve into maybe what we think we want to be by mid or late season. Typically is what we see. But you took some heavy hitters here right away. Let me ask you this, Coach. In during this month, would you say at any point, because this is what I was wondering more so about you, because I'm going to come to the kids in a minute, because I think that's its own conversation. And for you, I would imagine, so you're looking at a new group every year, but you've been through this so many times, you almost can set your dial by some of the transitional aspects of a season. But I wonder for you, Coach, this time and finding yourself 0-3 here a week ago, is it ever a point that you say to yourself, is it something that maybe is off in our process now? Have we maybe not adjusted something or rolled with the punches, as they say, to the degree that we are still in front of all the competition? And did I maybe miss something somewhere? Have I gotten too comfortable as the great coach that I have been and that these people keep touting me as?
Oh, I think you always have to evaluate. When you look at any game, I don't care if you win, lose, whatever. Our goal every week's go 1-0. It don't care if we're 7-0. It don't matter if we're 0-3. Your goal is to go 0-1. I mean, you can't walk into a room on Monday and be 3-0 and say our goal is to be, we're trying to go 15-0 this week, 16-0. You got to be we're trying to go 1-0, which makes your record what it is the following week. And at 0-3, I told the kids that's what it was a great opportunity to teach them. This is why we say go 1-0 every week. You're going to listen to everybody on the outside, who's getting their chance to laugh at you and everything else and take their shots. If you're going to let that affect you, you're going to be 0-4. I mean, it's just what it is. You go 1-0, make it a week at a time. Says that every week on our schedule for the day game. The last thing is return to the locker room 1-0. And it's a great thing to focus on with the kids. You get going back to even what you said is when something's not going right, you have to evaluate yourself first. And are we asking kids to do something they can't do? Are you coaching the right things? Do you have the right plan in place? Are you asking them to do things that they're capable of doing? Are you putting them in the position to be successful doing those things? And then you start looking at other things, but it better it better start in the mirror first. And, and that's win or lose on any problems that you have. The one thing we do have, Ray, is there's teams out there that are 3-0, 2-1. They don't know what their problems are yet because they really haven't played anybody.
Yes, sir.
We know where our weaknesses are.
Right.
And hopefully we get those turned around and can turn a weakness into a strength. And we know what our strengths are. Let's turn our strengths into even bigger strengths. We even scrimmaged Akron, Hoban, and St. Ed's. I mean, we know where we're at, and that's a good feeling. But this is a test too. What a challenge! What an opportunity for our kids. And that's how that's it. And in life, you get to pick about 10% of the problems you go through.
Yeah.
But with your decisions, and then 90% you don't. It's about how you react to them. And I've been really proud of our kids, how being 0-3 is a problem. And I've been really proud how they reacted to it last week and what I saw over the weekend on Saturday coming in to head into this coming week.
Yes, sir. Talking to the legendary Greg Dempsey here and giving you life game, ladies and gentlemen, talking about the kids and their resilience is what he speaks of and going through something like this. Because we've talked about the fact that this cannot be easy. Because I had Chris Smith-Bauer on, and we do our thing with our high school segment, and obviously with him being the voice of Whitmer, but we have a commentary on all of it, and we talked about how difficult it can be, to keep the kids, focused just in general. And then all the things coming at them now, not that it wasn't talkative and people criticizing even when I was a kid or in school and when you were a kid, but now this is a different animal with the way you can be judged and almost reassessed falsely in today's world, and the kids enduring that, trying to stay locked in on what you're saying. You're trying to sustain momentum and morale and all this other stuff. And then you got people at school calling you a bum, probably. Look, you guys can't stop a cold, and you're supposed to be the big bad Irish and all this other. So I can only imagine that, Coach. I guess how much or how difficult was it for you to come back in, perhaps after week 2, week 3, after you guys had these leads, as you mentioned earlier, in these games at half or something and weren't able to finish it? How difficult was it for you to come back and sort of, resell the idea? I would imagine, Coach, guys, we got to stay focused. We got to stay the course, though. This is not the time to be splitting up and questioning everybody next to you. This is where the brotherhood starts to come in. How difficult was that at all, if you were saying that, Coach, over those middle weeks?
Oh, it's very difficult. It's difficult when you're winning even. Everybody lives, a good portion of our sports world lives in the social media world, which is just highlights. It's not, you can portray things on there to make it look like it's, utopia. And I've been a part of winning where it's not easy winning. It's a lot harder losing though too. And that's the thing you preach to the guys. You have to stick together and win together, because and much of it comes through, what do they hear in the hallways at school, like you said. You hear it. There ain't no doubt about it. What do you hear when you go home? What do you hear when you go on? What do you hear and see when you go on the phone? And I tell them all the time, it matters about the guys in the locker room and the guys in the coach's room, because we're the ones putting the time in. And that's what you have to stick to. You have to, you have to put your back up against the wall with each other and start fighting your way out of it. And you know what? There isn't a class on this. That's the greatest thing about sports. And sometimes, I preach to go through adversity to teams all the time. Well, we're not above having to go through it. You can't take winning for granted. You have to, you can't be spoiled. It's not automatic. Winning's hard. And you know what's even harder? Sticking together, being those great guys that are when you're winning, also being it when things aren't going well. And we've been overall pretty dang fortunate in that area.
Absolutely. No question there. Talking to the one and only Greg Dempsey here, Central Catholic Fighting Irish head football coach, ladies and gentlemen. It has been an interesting year as we continue on Monday meeting with Coach, bringing that back and reintroducing it here to Black and White Sports. Thank you guys for being with us. 877-909-1007. Text us any questions that you want us to get over to Coach that we can relay. Feel free to do that, right, as we continue in our Mama Mary's mozzarella minutes around here. Josh, why is that?
You get the cheese.
Thank you, sir. All right, Greg Dempsey here, everybody. And so, again, Coach, let me jump to Now, last Friday, again, like we said, we've already established, people, that I have a degree of influence here, and my presence, Coach, has acknowledged, sort of helped turn the tide. And we come and back into the next week of competition with a win that we didn't have, folks. So now we set our sights on repeating the success from the week prior instead of trying to correct it. So you guys defeat Brother Rice for the first win of the season, Coach, 28-14, your final. And the one thing I noticed about this, I didn't get to see this game. I saw a couple of the others, but it certainly highlights, in terms of the retrospect on it, the fact that you guys went into an assertive mode, clearly defensively at the half. Can you talk to that? Obviously, the focus changed there at the half, and perhaps can you speak to what you saw maybe that was different? Because I would imagine you were trying to stress that in times where you guys were unsuccessful in finishing, if you will, but you got it done Friday night. Talk about what you saw that was different from your ball club.
Well, you want to know the first thing we saw? If you looked at the first 3 games, our punt and kickoff coverage gave away so many hidden yards that it put the defense in bad spots. And I would say that was one of our biggest weaknesses that we had going. And our coverage teams were really good the other night in making them drive the field. And, Brother Rice, people don't know them from anybody. A D1 quarterback, 3 D1 receivers, and a sophomore 6'2", 220-pound running back that's going to be a guy. I mean, They have a real offense, and they did some things in the first half, and our coaches did a great job of making some adjustments and pitching a shutout in the second half. And we were able to, there was a point where it's like, let's get this running game going. And, where it's a good place to help with the defense is let their offense watch us play offense. And, we ate up 8 minutes there in the third quarter. That was a really big part of the game. And we're able to punch another one in to give us a 2-score lead, and we were able to grind out the clock at the end. So really happy with the overall performance, but the second half performance was a good hard-nosed football that you need to win games with the schedule we play in the league we play in.
So Coach, you might say your guys perhaps realized who they were, perhaps, especially in the face of this level of competition, since you're describing that. And to stop those boys, it sounds like was quite a task. Your guys able to meet the challenge. How exciting is that for you headed into this week of practice? And again, Coach, because I know you got to get out there on the field too, but when you run out there today, how much of that energy do you take into this week in hopes that it drives you the rest of the way?
Oh, I think it's huge. I mean, last week was it was must-win type stuff. Right. Not necessarily to achieve goals and still make the playoffs. But I mean, psychologically, it was a must-win situation almost. And I told somebody before the year, they go, what's your worst? You looking at your schedule, what's worst case scenario? We're 0-3 and we're not a very good football team. I said after that, we could be 0-3 and be a good football team. And then it could be anywhere from 1-2 to 3-0 and be a really good football team. So what was it going to be? And obviously it turned out, I know we're a good football team. I know we were 0-3, but you are what that record says you are, like I said. And to see the kids come out in a must-win situation and improve in all 3 phases of the game. And it was good to see a weight lifted off their back a little bit the other night. I mean, they're kids. I mean, it's, you put a lot of expectation on them with the schedule. Just playing here is an expectation. Yeah. There isn't any class on how to teach you how to deal with pressure and expectations. And, that's one thing kids get a life lesson in playing football here in our current environment. And then to deal with, we're going through it. And how do you go through it? You go through it like this. And, right. And they did a great job. And, we're hopefully going to try to go 1-0 again this week and get better than we were last week, obviously.
Talking to the one and only Greg Dempsey here. All right. Black and White Sports, Monday meeting with Coach. Coach, let me get you out of here with this one. Would you say this is an incredible opportunity for this group of guys in that what you just described? They've gotten some real-time life lessons. I think, and just looking back at my experiences, I would imagine that as grown men, is this season possibly or certainly does it have potential? Because like you said, everything that we wanted to achieve is not out the window yet. Can you imagine if these guys, or maybe you are imagining, these guys coming from 0-3 and perhaps hoisting a trophy at the end of this. And is this something that perhaps is an opportunity that maybe you can get these guys focusing in on in terms of what it might mean for their lives and everything they've been through, even so far?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what the plan is. I mean, I tell the kids, we're in a hole right now. You know what the first rule of being stuck in a hole is? Stop digging. Let's go and get to work. And we love doing stuff. 2 years ago, it was no team at Central Catholic's ever gone 16-0. Let's chase that long-term goal. And it was achieved. And first thing I said Saturday morning after Detroit CC was, I said, there isn't anybody that's won a championship after starting 0-3. We might as well be the first, guys. And, sometimes the reward's in the challenge. Somebody said that to me the other day. And you know what? And there's a lot of people all around town laughing and having their giggles. None of them have called up and asked to play us yet. And I tell them, just keep focused on what we got to do. Focus on us. And he who laughs last usually laughs hardest, I've been told over the years.
Yes,
so
sir.
keep our focused on the weekly goal, go 1-0 multiple times. And then there isn't going to be a thing easy about it with our schedule still. You still got Warrendale LaSalle, multiple state titles. Orchard Lake, defending state champs. Mona Shores, state titles. Your rivalry games with St. Francis and St. John's. I mean, there isn't going to be an easy week. And good. Nothing should be.
He said, bring on the smoke. Greg Dempsey, ladies and gentlemen, Central Catholic Fighting Irish. I want to stress that. It just starts swinging.
Amen.
We ain't even started yet. The hooks ain't came. It's just jabs coming out of the corner. We saw that. Let them know, Coach, it's going to be some Terrence Crawford. And later on, you just heard it. The man, I'll say it because he got to keep it classy and keep the political framework intact. Mr. Greg Dempsey, we appreciate you, Coach, taking a minute, especially in the moment when it's not fun to sit up in front of the cameras. So I respect you to the utmost. You knew that for doing it this way. Thank you, Coach. Certainly.
And I told you I'd have been on it. I'd have been on either way because some people love posting when things go great and when things don't, they disappear. You can't shy away from this.
Absolutely, man. And you have not. And congratulations on the first one. We'll see you on the next 8 in a row, sir. I put that. That's what I like to put I put the stamp on it, Coach. There it is, spiritually. So you can hang it on me.
Thank you.
If it goes awry. But Greg Dempsey, thank you so much, Coach, for taking time today. I know you got to get to the practice field, sir. So again, we hope to have you back later on. We'll go ahead and toast about it later on, Coach. We'll play the interview back and see what it was and how we ended up. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Black and White Sports. Greg Dempsey, thank you very much. We'll be right back, everybody. All right, crossing the bottom of the hour of the Mama Mary's Mozzarella Minutes. Thank you, Frank. Call my people at Mama Mary's Pizza, 419-867-9991. Thin crust, authentic New York style on Airport Highway. We'll come back. NFL Week 2. Let's chop that up. Sit tight.
Stay close. Andre of the Savages is just warming up. 100.7 The Ticket.
Are you watching a big sporting event with friends, having a party, or are you just too tired to make dinner? Then you need to call Mama Mary's Pizza, home of the famous 28-inch colossal pizza, equal to 4 large pizzas. Mama Mary's Pizza is authentic New York-style thin crust pizza. The thinner the crust, the better the taste. Get great discounts when you order online at mamamarie'spizza.com. Just go to the menu page and click on the deal section. Located in Holland on Airport Highway across from the big Kroger, Mama Mary's Pizza.
Hey, this is Andy with Kripke Enterprises, and the only thing I like better than metal recycling is helping other people. All month long, we are running promotions for connecting kids to meals. We don't want any child to go hungry, and we're doing our best to support that. So bring in your grills and bring in your old patio furniture and clean out your basement, get weighed, get paid, and your recycling is going to help support kids from being hungry in our community. At Kripke Enterprises, we have the highest prices on all of your metals. And if you are a contractor, boy, we love you contractors. But don't take my word for it. Check the Google, because we are Toledo's only 5-star recycling center. Come on into Kripke Enterprises. When you recycle with Kripke, not only are you helping us, not only are you helping yourself, now you're helping the whole community. Bring your cans and bring your kids to Kripke Enterprises on the corner of Central and Centennial.
Hunters and outdoor enthusiasts, step into fall this hunting season with the right boots from Fin Feather Fur Outfitters. And now through September 26th, get Muck's Men's Edgewater Tall 5mm boot, $69.99, or the Kids Rover 2 boot, $49.99, or Dry Shot's Men and Women's Shredder boot, $99.99 each. Select in-stock Rocky Kids Western boots, only $49.99, with many more shoes and boots to choose from for the entire family at Fin Feather Fur Outfitters.
Get creative at Board and Brush. Make custom wood signs, trays, and more, all with a drink in hand and friends by your side. Visit this station site right now for your Board and Brush sweet deal. Buy $25, get $50 for Board and Brush Creative Studio in Sylvania.
Hi, it's Mookie at Northwood Jewelers. It's about more than just helping you find your perfect diamond. They're also there to help you maintain and take care of your jewelry after the sale. Got a loose diamond? They'll set it. Ring too tight or too loose? They'll size it. Broken chain? They'll fix it. Their expert in-house repair team handles it all, from cleaning and polishing to checking worn down prongs before you lose a stone. Because at Northwood Jewelers, service before, during, and after the sale isn't just a saying, it's a promise.
Donuts, cronuts, cupcakes, cookies, cakes, pies, breads, and much more. Bakery Unlimited is Toledo's best homemade bakery, making all our baked goods from scratch and with only the freshest ingredients. From real butter and sugar to the original recipes right from our own kitchen. Bakery Unlimited provides unique, original, and high-quality baked goods for any occasion. On Secor Road, just north of the Toledo Clinic, and in Sylvania in the Saxon Square Plaza. Order online at bakeryunlimited.com. Bakery Unlimited, baking people happy since 1989.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust, Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any plan. Endurance handles everything from making the claim to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Act now and get 1 full year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free.
Call for your fast free quote today. Call 800-289-6215. That's 800-289-6215. 800-289-6215.
You know what makes a great time even better? Great deals. So when you're having a great time playing pool with your friends at Miss Q, keep this in mind. On Monday, get $1 off any tall draft. And on Tuesdays, all hot dogs and bottled beers are only $3. So grab some friends or even your family and head to Miss Q, where the fun just gets better. Find us on Reynolds near Glendale and Alexis near Telegraph, or online at MissQToledo.com.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
All right, fresh. We continue, though, as we cross the bottom of the hour here. It's the fastest $120 in sports. It's called Black and White Sports. 100.7 FM in the Glass City. I am Andre of the Savages. Thank you, Coach Dempsey. Central Catholic Fighting Irish. And we stress that again, just beginning to fight. All right, here come the fellas. 1-3. So we'll see what that is in a couple of weeks when we at 3-3. Then we'll talk about it when they get back to 500. So thank you, Coach, taking a minute to talk in circumstances that are not great. Before we continue, though, how about this, JB? Let's do a Pat McAfee, our guy, today in our moment of me.
The game hasn't changed, right? Like, you got to prepare in an elite way, and you got to be mentally focused, physically ready to go play your best. But I think my playing experience, how you balance all of that, is certainly a big part of our process of how we attack the week.
What's the best meat in town? If I wouldn't just shove meat down my throat, what would I?
Yeah, man, there's elite steak places all over town. JC Holdway's one of the best restaurants in town. They got whatever you want, man.
JC's meat.
Yeah.
Thank you for making us. I know you're very busy. Thank you for coming through.
Man, great to be here. Great to have you back. It's good to have you on Rocky Top.
I don't know if I'm sucking down any river water more.
Yeah, I wouldn't suck down the river water, but have a couple of cold ones tonight.
He certainly will for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, head coach of the Tennessee Volunteer Football Team, Coach Josh Heupel.
Yeah, go!
Josh Heupel, don't help him. See, See? Ugh. Pat McAfee and these guys do this a lot. There's a good 10 clips that we don't play because we know we're going to get an email. Ugh. Okay. NFL week 2, Josh. Let us continue as we move toward the back. And shout out again to Coach Dempsey. Coach Dempsey said, Josh, he said all that laughing and giggling. He said, nobody's calling to play us.
Well, at least nobody in Ohio.
Yeah, they're not calling with all that laughing. He said, whoever laughs, laughs hardest. So we like that, man. Thank you again, Coach. Monday meeting with Coach, our first one. Josh, that's the way to kick that off. We're going to have one. That's how you do it.
Well, if you're a coach out there who would like to have a Monday meeting with Black and White, just
we're going to have some more. Yeah, we definitely will have a few more. Yeah, that was a good one, though, last year. It was fun. Had a few guys. Yes, it was. We'll get the coaches in here as we get long season. We might as well, since they cutting in on us at 5:30.
Yeah, I
might as well.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Irish run the table the rest of the way. And
I think so. And that's what I'm kind of thinking, Josh. For all that wriggly, liggly, higgly ho, all that ha ha hee hee. You people are crazy. The people finally get somebody to play that can actually give them some work. That's what I mean. See, this is what I'm saying. No, this is the shame. Why is that the nature and inclination is to jump on the side of, ooh, let's tear it down when you cold. As soon as you get cold, then it's, let's get you uncold. Let's make it and burn it up, burn it down.
I think Coach Dempsey has realized it, that many men before that have been on top so many times. When you take a stumble, you have your detractors laying wait saying, aha, how's it feel to be one of us now?
Man, thank you again for being one of us, Coach, and being on Black and White. Also, Monday meetings with Coach, brought to you by our good friends at the Joseph's Beverage Center. You guys should know, if you drink wine as an enthusiast, you should consult our friends at Joseph's. Let them know you watch or inhabit the program, and you will receive a 10% off offering from us at Black and White on your purchase. Do you know how expensive 6 bottles of wine can be, especially this top shelf stuff? Joseph's has the finest wines in the planet. Straight from our friends at the doggone Vatican, Josh, if I'm not mistaken. We just out the grapes, off feet with it. It's not a good image, though. I probably shouldn't have went that route.
Yeah, that deserves a...
Okay. But get the 10% off is what we're talking about. 877-909-1007. Okay. Back in. Let's go. NFL week 2, Josh. Let's talk about it. I got some stuff. I got comments all through it. You hit me with the surprise. Oh, this one first? This one's first? Okay, we'll never make it. We'll never get to any other games. We'll never get to nothing else. There is nothing else to talk about. When I sat up here, you all heard me explain to trainer Jeff. Jeff was on it. We like this 3-teamer, except what? He went out as a sucker. Anybody continuing to bet on the Chiefs from this, especially from this point, and you've seen what you've seen, then you deserve all that goes with suckerism. That is what you should wear. It should be on your house, wherever you stay. Your car, your license plate should have sucker on it. I sit up here and all I do is try to help you from the wagering perspective. Why is that wise then, Sav, since you want to say that's where you're coming from? Because that's the only way that matters, fool. This damn league does not care about your fandom and what you think and how you feel about a streak and if you win a Super Bowl. You're tuning in regardless. And what's worse, you don't even care if it is your team or not. So when I try to help you, it has cause, it has purpose. I tell you from the beginning, before we begin, the Chiefs will not be winning the West and they would not be playing in the postseason. Now all of a sudden, fat meat is starting to feel greasy. Because you can see the sucker is real. You thought the Super Bowl was a facade? Listen, when they cut to Travis Kelce and it was right on his face, I'll be damned. I should have retired. You are damn right. And this is only going to get worse because there's a reason. And there's a reason why at the front of because Travis Kelce, you know, you took the mantle. Even from Mahomes, you elbowed him off the podium and took the front spot from everybody. Let's not act like you did. Now, again, everybody, I'm rolling, man. Travis Kelce's my guy, whatever. I'm not going to front on him. We're going to ride till the wheels off. But I'm telling you, it's not the same, brother. It's a wrap. It is OVA. It is OVA here for the Chiefs. Now, it's going to be fun every week moving forward, watching them try to explain how we're going to get it back. And no, Xavier Worthy ain't helping that when he comes back. That ain't it. But let's look at the irony of the two losses when I come back to Kelce, because we're going to watch it all unfold with Kelce out in the front with the relationship. All this other things is getting ready to make him the guy he thought he was not. You thought it was stopping with the haircuts and all that. No, he tried to get his look back. He came back to this season looking normal. You guys remember how he looked at the Super Bowl. You knew right then this was not going to work. When he came back looking like his name was Serge with a layman twist. When that fool showed up looking like Bronson Pinchot at the Super Bowl with some damn, Josh, if I'm not mistaken, I think he had on some Uggs or some variation of a Ugg ensemble and a suit that came out of damn Boogie Nights. Yep. This fool is out here with the secret roller girl. Taylor Swift, you're not fooling me. You can't pull no street hood cat like this fool. This is Cincinnati 513. Gutter as it can be, going out the house, family wondering why did you want to switch cultures and be with this outside, this loving two-parent home with your big brother, and why do you have to get over here and get in the urban? Travis, right? It's that guy. It's never died. But he went and got the real roller girl, the top one. And boy, has she done the white Erykah Badu on his Travis 3000. Y'all ain't feeling me. Y'all don't understand what has happened here. Oh, it is gone. It's a reason why. See, all that arrogance got you week one loss. Let me help you before we go to the break. I'm knocking my boy's shoulder out of place. Why? Because I'm out of place. What do you mean, Andre? Well, Travis was out there running routes in the wrong direction. That's why Worthy's gone. He said that. Now, in his narcissistic arrogance, trying to take accountability for the public, that conversation you gave us, Chuck, belongs in the locker room and at Worthy's locker. Hey, little bro, my bad. You out now because I run routes that I feel like running. I don't run what Andy Reid wrote on the damn whiteboard. No, I run wherever I want. That's what makes us unguardable. So I've been doing this for the better part of 5 years or so. So now I've got my teammate off the field. Again, this is not the first. We lost this fool last year. And then week two, I have pooterifically bummed out the game by flim-flamming, fluky-luking the ball because it came to a bad place for me to catch it. My hands. Oh, yeah. 2 losses, 2 Travis. You're in the spotlight. Take your Saturday Night Live ass now and stay out in the front. As week 3 presents another Central Catholic moment. You all will be, they even got the red on. They will be Central Catholic NFL next week, 0-3. And it's not, why? You say how? Because Russ is coming. Yeah, those Giants are coming. And why do I say it? Because nobody's going to bet on the Giants against the Chiefs. Don't get cracked. We'll be back. Run through the rest of the league and finish it. Marketwatch Monday. Oh, my goodness. We on frizzle. We is frying in here. Emma Cook. We is sizzling around here. Sit tight.
Want wagers that win? Weekdays will walk you to the window. Tune into Best Bets on Black and White Sports, 4 to 6 p.m. on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
Replacing your roof can be a stressful event to deal with, but paying for it doesn't have to be. Let Roofing Done Right ease your financial stress by replacing your roof with no interest, no payment options for the next 2 years. That's right. You don't have to pay a single payment for the next 2 years on your roofing project. How awesome is that? Contact Roofing Done Right today at roofingdonerite.com. That's roofingdonerite.com for a free no obligation inspection and never pay full price for a roof again.
The Polish Ostrich, 944 Phillips Avenue. Come check out the new food and drink specials. As usual, happy hours till 6 o'clock every day. And now they have 2 power hours from 6 to 8. That's 2 full hours of half-off beer, wine, and seltzer, along with more drink specials. Come see for yourself, as well as enjoying 2 nights of karaoke with Larry Ice and Just Sing Toledo. Mondays and Thursdays. Also, live music on Saturdays. And look out, live music coming on Friday again. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram. What are you waiting for? The Polish Ostrich, 944 Phillips Avenue, Toledo.
The only 3 words you need to know. Alan Miller Jewelers.
If she wants diamonds, then you want Alan Miller Jewelers. This is an anniversary event not to be missed. Cody Miller here. My dad, Alan Miller, is a seasoned expert with over 50 years in the jewelry business and is celebrating this major milestone with a customer appreciation sale. This special event runs from Monday, September 8th through Saturday, September 20th. Enjoy 50% off a wide selection of fine jewelry, including diamond engagement rings, diamond fashion rings, gemstone jewelry, diamond pendants, and much, much more. To make this celebration even more special, Alan Miller Jewelers is offering 12 months interest-free financing on qualified accounts. For Northwest Ohio's largest selection of diamonds, visit Alan Miller Jewelers, where Alan proudly holds the title King of Diamonds.
Alan Miller Jewelers.
Excludes Seiko watches, prior sales, and labels.
The only 3 words you need to know. Alan Miller Jewelers.
Hi, I'm Abigail Mann.
And I'm Jeff Mann, and we'd like to welcome you and invite you to Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers.
I love helping couples find the perfect engagement ring. One of the values that I bring as a graduate gemologist is expertise. Finding that perfect engagement ring for that perfect someone is a one-of-a-kind moment.
We have beautiful, breathtaking, amazingly unique styles to choose from, items that you will not find anywhere else in the area.
No matter what you're looking for, we have the perfect man-made diamond waiting here for you.
You know you want to give her the biggest and the best quality diamonds you can. With Man-Made Diamonds, we make dreams come true.
Man-made diamonds are 100% real diamonds. Man-made diamonds are available exclusively at Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers.
Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers, 5247 Monroe Street in Toledo. JeffreyMannFineJewelers.com.
The preseason MAC favorite and Falcon volleyball team is set to get the home season started. They host the Oakland Grizzlies on Wednesday, September 17th. Get tickets now. Call 419-372-0000 or visit bgsufalcons.com. Forward Falcons, fight for victory.
Some measure success in dollars, others in victories. At K&R, we think beyond the numbers. Behind every statistic is a person who needed someone to stand up and fight or to lend a helping hand. Hurt in a car? Call K&R.
The time to choose York Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram is now. York! During the Drive Into Fall event, lease a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee for only $249 a month for 36 months. Or new 2025 Ram 1500, $319 a month for 42 months. Sign and drive with 0 down. York Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.com.
On select models with lease loyalty for well-qualified buyers through dealer-preferred lenders, cannot combine with other offers or incentives. Other restrictions may apply. Expires 9/30/25. York!
You into some metal? Well, good news. Online Metals is right here in Toledo. They're a giant super center for metals with steel, copper, aluminum, and more. They've got big saws with huge pieces of metal in stock, which they'll cut to your exact size. Their metal is new and high grade, all of it from top-tier mills. To order, go to onlinemetals.com and pick up your order the next day. Cuts and metal certifications are free, and you don't even have to tip. Onlinemetals.com, your Toledo Metals Super Center.
Homeowners, Denny Schaefer here. Got an embarrassing garage? Be like me. Get it linksed. 3 out of 4 homeowners use the garage as the main entry. Make it space you're proud of. Get $750 off right now. Visit linksconcretecoatings.com.
This hour is brought to you by Dunn Chevy. If you have a fender bender, wouldn't you want it repaired by the best body men in town? The Dunn Collision Center is that place. Find us at DunnChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible.
ESPN 100.7, The Ticket.
One final time before we get out of here today, quick reminders, because we couldn't do it all in here today. It was a fast $1.20. I told you that. Shout out Greg Dempsey. Thank you, Coach. Central Catholic Fighting Irish back on it 1-3 now, and we're done losing for the rest of the calendar. We're going to go ahead and bless that. But college football, we'll talk about it tomorrow on the Talk Back Tuesday. Got a full complement, man. The fellas will be in here, man. Schmidt Bowers, Sad Man, everybody. We'll be in here rock and rolling. We'll do that. Talk about the weekend. Couldn't really do it today because I got to get back to the NFL. NFL, we got to get in here. First things first, Josh. Let's go Colts. First things first, because I got to do this thing with the referee because I'm tired of playing with you people. I don't have time to get into the flamdooglery of Rose Nyland shots out. Rose, I ain't got time, Rose, to play with these fools. So let me share this with you. You saw the Colt game. You saw the game end. This fool tricked off the field goal. You saw that the game is over. It's supposed to be a wrap. 28-26, Colts have lost. But no, somebody said, nah, that's not what we're doing. Line it back up. We have a penalty. A penalty on what? A field goal? How? Well, let me share, ladies and gentlemen, this from the press conference and the attempt at seeming accountable as though all of this NFL thing is on the up and up, and there again is no rig in place that would have the final outcome be Colts 29, Broncos 28. Yep. Well, here it is. The pool reporter, Jeff Legwald, interviewed our referee of focus, Craig Rolstad. Denver versus Indy, Sunday, September 14, 2025. Question. Sir, can you explain the leverage call on the 60-yard field goal attempt at the end of the game? Referee Rolstad, quote, for leverage, that's how he started, for leverage. As a defender, you are not allowed to place your hand on an opponent or a teammate and push off to propel yourself into the air to block a kick. In this case, number 92 came across the line to the right guard, and he put his hands on the right guard and pushed off him to elevate himself in the air in order to try to block the kick. You're not allowed to do that. It's a personal foul and a 15-yard penalty. In this case, since it was the last play of the game, it was a foul on the defense. We extended the game for one untimed down. There's the rig, goofies. We assessed the 15-yard penalty, and they were able to run another attempt at a missed poot away of the game. Well done, NFL, because we are so damn stupid. The people went for that. And on to the next week. Okay, Josh, let's go. Rest of the games, let's go. Rapid fire. How fast can we do this? What you got?
We got Seahawks and the Steelers.
And the Steelers, 31-17. I'm up here talking about the Steelers going to a Super Bowl. And I ain't changing my damn mind. Silly asses. So what? Week 2. And what you don't understand is that the Seahawks is cold. That's what you ain't knowing. Sam Darnold in this. Yeah, Seahawks real. 31-17. Steelers, everything cool. Chill out. Relax. Okay, Patriots, I didn't even have any qualms here. But whoa, Dolphins, why are you in here acting like you want to rise up and compete? Whoa, that was way too close. There may be some hope later on, but you see that it's serious with the Patriots, though. It's getting ready to get real. confidence is bubbling. 33-27, the final there. All right, next. What's this? What we got? Niners in the building on the Saints. Man, listen here. Hightower, don't let these people make you feel all down on your squad like that. No, them boys rocked and rolled. I understand it was Mac Jones, damn it. I got that. Listen, you're going to stop hating on Spencer Rattler. We're going to stop. As simple as that. We are stopping that. 26-21. Saints busy. People covering. I'm not mad at teams out here. And we had the Niners. Let's get it. Next. Jets. I hope everybody let me stop before I say something way too egregious because I don't care about the hate that I will disseminate in a loss of 15 team. These punk-ass witches. 10 points I gave the mother suckers. I gave them 10.5. Like I've been out here in these streets doing for many years, giving the 10.5. Let me stop. Man, Jets! Let me move on, Josh. I just lost composure. I messed it all up. 30-10. I hope Justin Fields don't never come back. Should be a shame. Just stay out. Yeah, you got a concussion because you stupid as hell for being on this team. You got to be stupid. Cardinals, it's real. Panthers, can you please get out of the damn league? Please get out of the league. Every week we got to waste time for 3 hours letting these people get dressed and play. 27-22. Nice effort, but you cannot be as bad as you keep on letting us know you are. The Cardinals, though, it's a serious situation. Watch. They're going to be in people's... And listen here. Cardinals is a problem. All right, let's go. And then this. Oh, hell. And here we go with this. Russell. Let this ninja come in here and throw for 500. Except that the Cinderella story is as it is in the book. Everything is glittery and shiny up until midnight. Then what? Pumpkin time. Reality. It's a pick to close, the walk-off. It's too bland out here. Stop throwing the ball. Game over. Russell Wilson is your quarterback. We couldn't even try to lose hard enough because you got Russ on the other side janking it off early. Thank you, Russ. For like JB right now, Crush Groove. Better get me all my money, Russ. I'm going to have to drop you to your knees, Russ. Y'all know nothing about JB's fur. Y'all know. I was just watching Crush Groove. Josh, you ever seen Crush Groove?
Heard of it.
Okay, need to check it out. What we got here last night, the wrap up?
Yep.
What you want me to say? McCarthy's gone. As soon as we get happy. Y'all have to be imagine being Justin Jefferson at this. Look at that. All we got to do is wonder how many necklaces going to be seen. Michael Penix is that boy, even though it wasn't necessary to even play last night. We just going to Bijan you. It's Bijan Mustard. Bijan Mustard.
Feel bad for the Vikings because this guy is your new quarterback.
Right. Carson Wentz is back. He's back. He's back. Damn. We'll talk back on it tomorrow. It's Tuesday. We got the doubleheader tonight. Josh, what we doing? Let's say something. I mean, we got to go. We overtime. What's tonight? Let's pick it.
We got Buccaneers and Texans.
Okay, we going. Listen, Texans covering tonight. 2.5. Get that early. Field goal. We out the door with the walk-off. CJ to the win. Even though Baker's my boy. I don't like fronting on Mike Evans. We're going to get paid on the props. Can't give you all of those now. Call me or inbox me if you want to get some props. Okay, second game. Nightcap, Josh. Raider game. Chargers, hardball. What we doing?
I think the Chargers will take it out.
I think you're right, but no, I disagree. Raiders busy. 3.5. Take the Raiders, and we going over. Over for the nightcap, under for the prelim at 7. There you go. That's the quadruple bloople. I'm out of here. We gone, man. Week 2, wrap it up tonight. Monday night, double bubble. We'll talk back about it tomorrow on a Tuesday. For Coach Greg Dempsey, respect due, sir, doing the interview when it ain't sweet. when they want to call BCS and 13. Now they going to call when they get winning. That's how they do. See, quit watching that stuff. We'll be back. Talk about it tomorrow on a Tuesday with the fellas. College game, because there's a lot there. For Josh Burnham, I am Andre of the Savages. I have been way too hyped today. I need to go and calm down. It's the fastest buck 20 in sports. Please be kind, be respectful, enjoy this work tonight. Never cheat on your doggone wife. And handle your business today, because Brock Purdy is missing Mac Jones out here. And they still won.
Where we're at now, it can't be, what is the end going to look like? It has to be, we have to take care of business today and then tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
His store and more, the Man Super